Hi everyone, this is my blog post for this week. Another week down and we're closing in on spring break. Our spring break starts this Wednesday. We get about 3.5 days. It'll be very nice to relax and be away from everything for a couple days and lesson plan for the rest of the semester. It's been a fun week. We were wrapping up the Civil War. So I actually used Google Earth in the classroom to explore the battlefields. Um, so I created a Google Earth tour of the major battlefield sites from the Civil War. So we did like Manassas, Gettysburg, Vicksburg, Appomattox, Antietam, Shiloh, and Chancellorsville. That was a lot of fun. The kids really enjoyed it. They were super into Google Earth. I wanted to have all of the students use laptops to get on it, but I couldn't figure out how to get the tour onto every single laptop. And then they were also benchmarking this past week, so most of the computers were taken for the math benchmarks. Then we talked about Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address and his Emancipation Proclamation. We explored both of those documents and listened to audio clips of them. And then the kids chose one of the documents to summarize in a paragraph, and they're supposed to summarize it in the simplest terms possible. Then we talked about Sherman's March. They did a web quest using a history.com interactive site on Sherman's March to the Sea. Sherman's March isn't an SOL, but I felt it was an important part of the Civil War that they needed to know about to understand some of the effects of the Civil War, like how devastated the South was. So we had the time to do it. So we took about a class period and a half with them working in the computer lab on that. Then we talked about the effects that the Civil War had on soldiers, women, and the impact on the South as well as the North. So we took a day talking about that, spending time talking about the devastation of the South and the rebuilding. And then we talked about the effects that the Civil War had on African Americans. And we will finish that up this week. The students will create sensory figures of women, African Americans, and soldiers, describing how they felt in the Civil War. Then we'll start test review, and we will spend a day defining Civil War, so that should be fun. Then we'll have break, and we'll go into more test review, and we have 2 field trips after the break, and then they'll have a test, and then we're testing for SOL super early this year, so I'll spend the rest of the time helping with SOL review. I've also been teaching a lot of language arts. I've been doing Civil War stuff in language arts. One day we looked at photography during the Civil War. One day we looked at women in the Civil War. One day we looked at the life of a soldier. And when we get back from break, I'm going to talk about technology and the impact that technology had on the Civil War, which will fulfill one of the NCSS lesson themes as well. So that'll be good. Everything is going really great. I'm very much looking forward to a break. But it's been a fun couple weeks, and the kids have really enjoyed the Civil War. And actually, one of the field trips we're taking is to Virginia Tech, to the special collections. And we're going to see real Civil War artifacts, and they have a bunch of stuff set up for us. And then we're also going to the home of James Madison in April, so in a couple weeks. So that'll be a lot of fun too. A lot of things to look forward to, and it's kind of sad that my time is wrapping down and winding down because it's been a very good semester and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So it'll be sad to leave, but it's been a good couple weeks, and looking forward to the break.